Radio, folks! Popping up ESO here momentarily. As we were previously, we just found out that Spargram done need an ass whooping. But that is neither here nor there, folks. What is there is we've got a roadmap for the celebration. But enough about that. Hopefully everybody's been doing alright. And here we go. There we go. Now we got the scroll dance gun. We can get over to this. Ooh. Oh, right. Well, instead of having to remove this, we're just going to go ahead and pull this up, for example. But yeah, basically we've got... Right now there's the kickoff event in Amsterdam that everybody should be staggering their way from. Next month is a housing spotlight, with GeForce Now getting a partner celebration. June will be Gold Road, and then there's going to be the Gamescom event in Germany. And then the 2025 Global Reveal with in-person event over in Maryland. That is neither here nor there. Go ahead and move this back. I wonder if I'm having problems. There we go. Whoa. Much better. There we go. Our choices are essentially sneak or plow. our options are essentially sneak through or run the gauntlet. Mm-hmm. So here are the things. We got options. This is where the... This is where the executive function dysfunction decides to kick in. Mm-hmm. So... Mm-hmm. So, what do we do from here? With the drunken-ass fucking sailor. You know what, at this point, fuck stealth, am I right? There we go. There we go. Some vamp dust, and we got the bridge crossed. And enter the inner courtyard. Mm-hmm. There we go.
Nice of you to join us.
Ah,
I
goody.
don't understand. What am I supposed to do with these flasks?
If we run into trouble, throw one of them at the source. Then get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
As I understand it, a vampire called Lady Yesenia controls Greymore Keep. She welcomed the Grey Host and has been working with them to undermine Western Skyrim. The very stones of this keep. I sense something. We need to be on our guard.
Shame, I thought this was Rada Al-Saran's.
According to the Raven Watcher's research, no one actually owns the castle. Powerful individuals claim it from time to time, but the keep endures. Lady Yesenia is just the latest to occupy its halls. She's working with the Ashen Lord? Who can say?
Either she's hoping to be on the what she sees as the winning side, or she just sense something.
A feeling. Like the very stones have been infused with powerful magic. It seems familiar, but it's also intense. I need some time to sort out and mix.
I'm not sure what's in these flasks, but Fen told me not to shake them, or drop them, or breathe on them too hard. Let's get inside and find the ritual site before the Hero Storm begins.
Alright, and Lyris.
Fen and Svanna weren't as helpless as I imagined. Still, it took all my skill not to draw the entire Grey Host down upon us. Let's get inside and look for that ritual site. We need to destroy the witch pikes or Solitude is doomed.
How the hell did you beat me?
We're about to enter the very heart of the Grey Host, and that's what you're thinking about? Get your head in the moment. We'll need you at your best if we're going to...
Fine, good lord. Keep your fucking secrets, Lyris.
Split up and find the ritual site. We need to disrupt it.
Split up? I suppose that makes sense. I'll go with our friend here.
Righto. Good to know. Pick up some salt rice. And the apples.
This looks important.
Hello, Fen. Let's go ahead and have a chat.
This book? I recognize the handwriting. It's Singalis's. His research. Storms, witch pikes, netherroot brew. How it all works together for the benefit of the Grey Host.
Any new revelations for the home game players?
This might be something. I just need to skim through these assumptions and incantations. What's this? Instructions on the placement of runes throughout Greymore. All the way to... My gods! This entire tower! It's a witch pike!
Oh, wonderful. So that means...
The magic I sensed earlier. It was familiar because it's the same magic used in the Harrowstorm rituals. Don't you see? This entire keep is the ritual site. They turned the tower into a witch pike. But at the scale, it's inconceivable.
A giant-ass witch pike. What's the purpose of that, and how are we going to destroy it?
I'm not sure we can destroy this tower. We need to keep going. Find a way to disrupt the ritual. But I think I understand what they're doing. Singalis found a way to release the Grey Host from Cold Harbor by using the Harrowstorms.
How?
The Harrowstorms steal life energy and use it to pull the souls of the Grey Host out of Cold Harbor and into the Grey Reliquaries. It's quite ingenious. How they reincorporate, though. It has something to do with those stone husks, I think.
Anything else important you need to know about?
Oh, most certainly. Perhaps even a way to reverse the effects of the Harrow Storms and restore the Harrowed. If the notes are complete, it would just require study, experimentation, and time. Fortunately, we lack all three of those at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do-do-do. Okay, we're obviously it's going to be. Mm-hmm. So.
Lyris, Svana, I think this entire tower functions as a witch pike.
What? Fen, how is that even possible?
That's my father. This way.
Oh dear.
Is part of the process, Svargrim.
It's exquisite, my master.
Once you are attuned to Greymoor, the storm will be yours to command. Rise, Svargrim, and unleash my storm upon Solitude. Then the last of the Grey Host shall be reborn.
Yash, Lord. He turned Svargrim into the heart of his Harrow Storm.
They're moving higher up the tower. We need to follow them.
You and Fen take these stairs. Svana and I will go this way.
Look, a Grey reliquary. It's massive. Just like the storm they plan to unleash on the city. These corridors lead upward. They should take us to Svargrim and Rada al-Saran. There's no time. We need to ascend the... I'm still trying to make sense of what we saw. Rada al-Saran was attuning Svargrim to the magic imbued in this tower, giving him command of the Harrow Storm. Obviously, the process involved a great deal of pain. There's no time. I'm still trying to make sense of what the key. Yes, I see.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. There we go.
There's no time. We need to ascend.
There we go.
We found them.
Good. This whole place. The Grey Host is preparing to go to war.
Do 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 do. To the central overlook.
So the thorns arrive once more to prick my thumbs.
A barrier.
And Rada al-Saran?
Nice and particularly blocking too, so
Bastard's right in front.
That's Rada.
Rada al-Saran.
Rada, let's talk.
Your persistence begins to annoy me, mortal.
Mm-hmm.
Killed my beloved brother and sister, Singalis and Ulfra. I freed them and you sent them back. Back to the hated Moloch Ball.
Yep.
I will see you suffer for the transgression.
Good. Then drop the barrier and let me reunite you with them, and we can finish this.
As much as it would please me to flay the flesh from your bones, I have more pressing matters to attend to. But know this, as I felt each death, you shall feel it when the Harrow Storm takes every life in Solitude. You shall feel it when you fail.
Not gonna happen, Rada al-Yeezy.
Bold words, but futile. Svargrim rises and the Harrow Storm with him. Once the attunement is finished, they will be unstoppable.
What happened? What did that damn vampire do?
He's merging the power flowing through the keep with Svargrim, giving him control of the Harrow Storm.
Then you must undo it. I'll stay and help. Leaders, you and our friend keep going up and find my father.
Weird Keep Gallery.
those waves of energy. Whatever Rada... Keep moving. Don't let them surround us. Come on, we're nearly through.
That we are.
A dead end.
We weren't able to stop the attunement spell. It's just getting stronger.
A tower. It must lead to the upper levels. I need time to get that door open.
Everyone, protect Fen!
Got it.
Good job. Through the door into the upper levels now. Hurry!
Don't worry, we got this. Let's go.
Just... The whole keep... The shaking is getting worse.
Damn magic! Give me something to hit!
The magic. It's Al-Saran. The attunement is almost complete.
Fuck.
We need to find my father. Lyris, take Fen that way. We'll go the other.
Oh, wonderful.
The attunement is complete, Smoke. You and Greymore Keep are one.
I am unstoppable!
Fuck.
We need to hurry.
I leave the harrowing.
There we go. Scour, my friends, everything. Let's go parapets now. Fuck.
So high up, but still far beneath the ground.
Now we're at the belfry. Fuck. A royal embarrassment, which is a screed against anti-M. And Uncle Mary. Alright, Gilly Dilly, let's go ahead and pick some shit up. Seven. Do 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 do.
This one helps you, yeah? Unburden your car.
Abandon me in our moment of triumph? What game do you play, Rada al-Salam?
Game? I gave you power. If you can't conquer Skyrim, the fault is your own. Now ascend to your Tower of the Wolf and unleash my most potent herald storm.
How long has
The
my
Grey
father been
Host is
planning this?
counting on you, little king.
Alrighty then. Sounds like Spargrim's been a very busy bastard. A very busy son of a bitch.
Hold, friends! We followed the booming voices. Where's Spargrim?
To the Keep Bridge Passage!
What is it now, Fen?
Oh, nothing. Just don't look down.
Yeah, definitely do not look down.
Tunnels look
To the surface.
Harrow fiends. What became of the heretics Spartan brought to Castle Down?
Harrowfiend. Corralled like lions about to be set loose.
How do I put this? I should probably use this at the next available big ass motherfucker. Other. There we go. Run, 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 boy, run, run, boy, run, 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 boy, run, boy, run. Oh, we're definitely getting up here now. Emptied wardrobe, full wardrobe. To the Tower of the Wolf.
What did they do to this place?
I'm going to say they did a deconsecrating. Like a huge honking one, too. So yeah, Spargrim's been a busy, busy son of a bitch. Mm-hmm.
It's begun.
Look, above the Tower of the Wolf. The storm's only partially formed.
My father's up there. Open the gates and let's go.
The Hierophants below the temple. If they escape into the streets.
You and I will keep that from happening. Take the princess and deal with Svargrim, partner.
Yes. It's the only option. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. To the Tower of the Wolf.
Come to bear witness to my ascension. Radha al-Salam has given me power beyond anything you can. Behold!
Now let's go ahead and pop that on. Make certain about that. Make certain we are thoroughly charged. And repaired. Alrighty then.
My father really has become a monster. Let's end this, one way or another.
Alright, arrows at the ready, and a 1 and a 2, and a better not sue. Because you are a fucking douche nozzle. We're done.
We shouldn't remain here.
Let's go. Get out of this fucking place. But we're back. Oh, we are back, folks.
My father betrayed everything to aid the Grey Host. With his death, Solitude is saved.
I bet.
It's done. We killed my father and ended the Herostorm.
That we did.
Still stands. Skyrim still stands. Although the Tower of the Wolf may have been damaged beyond repair.
You holding up okay, Swana?
No, of course not. My father was the High King of Western Skyrim. I always thought he had the best interests of our holds and our people in his heart. But there was a darkness there. Jealousy, bitterness. He wanted to control all of Skyrim.
So it was a power trip.
For Svargrim, yes, I think it was. As for Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host, I am not entirely sure what they're after. Enough of this. I need to get to work. With my father gone, someone has to pick up the pieces and restore the holds.
Something you need me to do?
First, on behalf of Western Skyrim, take this with my thanks. We would have been lost without you. Then rest. Check on our friends. Injuries must be tended to, buildings repaired. Other wounds will take longer. We'll have more to do soon enough.
Alrighty then.
Whatever Rada al-Saran and the Grey Host were planning, I think the worst is behind us as far as Western Skyrim is concerned. With Svargrim dead, their grip on the holds comes to an end.
Does this mean now that you're in charge?
Not officially. At least I don't think so. I feel like the whole world's crumbling around me. But the city's still standing, so that's something. I'm more worried about our friends. We left Lyris and Fen to hold of a horde of Hero fiends.
Oh, fuck.
Hopefully they were able to hold the courtyard and keep those monsters out of the city. You go on ahead and check on them. I need to collect myself.
Got it.
Help them and anyone else as best you can. I'll do the same. Once you're done with them, I'll find you and we can figure out what to do next.
You think danger's past?
Gods, I hope so. Haven't we dealt with enough already?
Tell me truthfully, Lyris. How much of this blood is mine?
Not enough to be worried about.
Talk to Lyris.
So, is it over? What happened to Svargrim? And where's Svanna?
Okay. Yes, it's over. Yes, Svargrim has been dead, and has been dead for a little bit now. And Svanna just needed a moment, but she's otherwise phoned. She sent me to check on you.
A parent's betrayal cuts deeper than a sword. But Svanna's strong. Stronger than she's been given credit for. And Solitude's going to need that strength in the coming days.
You think she's good?
If you told me the tavern rat we met at the Lonely Troll would become my choice to lead this land, I'd have called you mad. Then again, my king's a skald, so what do I know? Come on, there's probably something productive we should be doing.
What you got in mind, Lyris?
Last I heard, Sword Thane Uthlet was gathering everyone he could at the Hall of the Dead. Head over there and see how they weathered the Harrow Storm. I'll take care of securing Castle Dower. As for Fen, you might remind him we need a lot of elixir.
Alright. What happened with the horde of Harrow Fiends?
We did our best to hold the Harrow Fiends inside Castle Dower, but nothing short of stone walls were going to keep those monsters from pushing through. Seemed like everyone I killed was replaced by 2 more.
How did you stop them?
Almost didn't. We were nearly overrun before Fen went wild. I've never seen him like that, snarling and showing what a true vampire can do. Took the Harrow Fiends by surprise and we routed them. I did have to thwack him to clear his head, though.
Just as long as that's all you did. Then? How is everything going?
You did it. I shouldn't be surprised. But things were looking rather bleak before the clouds parted.
What happened with the horde of Harrow Fiends?
We held the gate as long as we could. But the Harrow Fiends were a flood of claws and teeth. Once they burst through, Lyris cleaved through them like a scythe through wheat. But even she couldn't stem the tide.
So what happened?
I'm not really sure. It kind of went wild. Let out my inner beast, as it were.
Oh.
It was rending and slashing. Then Lyris whacked me with the flat of her blade. At least that's the last thing I remember. Not my finest hour, but we survived.
At least we survived, so what's up next for you?
Sword Thane gathered people in the Hall of the Dead. Go check on them while I pull myself together. This whole ordeal has been a lot more strenuous than I'm accustomed to. Then we work on the elixir and a cure for it.
What about the Harrow Fiends?
Sadly, I don't think there's any hope for them. Their life energy was sucked dry, turning them into feral beasts.
The elixir will protect everyone else?
That's enough of it, yes.
Alright, let's go. To Solitude. We're gonna go ahead and head on over to the Hall of the Dead. Make our way over here. Do it.
Ha! Good to see you aren't raising mugs with Ismir just yet.
We saw the storm break, but we heard nothing since you departed from Blackreach.
Oh.
My child, it is a grace to see you alive and well.
Uh-huh.
The arcade drive.
Alright, Jarl Redarn.
I regret we didn't throw a parade to welcome you back, but I'll cheer enough for 100 souls if you tell me you put that backbiter of a High King to the sword. But what of Svanna? Is she?
Savannah's alive, don't worry. Your High King, well, ex-High King, not so much.
That's good, but a daughter shouldn't have to kill her own father. Svanna has my support, for whatever that's worth. She's going to need all the help she can get in the days to come.
So what's Savannah Queeno, Jarl, what?
Not until we hold a moot to support her claim, and we need more than a single Jarl for that to occur. If Svanna proves herself as the acting Jarl, they might look past her father's failings and make her the queen, eventually.
Well, she's proven capable so far.
We can settle the matter of the crown when there's kingdom enough to rule. What remains of the holds are still ravaged by the Harrow storms, and I doubt we've seen the last of the Grey Host, for that matter.
And any word from Morthal?
None good, but none bad either. My wife knows better than anyone how to care for our people.
Alright, and Swordmaster Uthlet.
We seem to have survived, thank the gods. I thought for certain we were all about to witness the end of the world.
Looks like Solitude weathered things.
No thanks to Svargrim, damn his eyes. After you and the princess went off to Blackreach, I gathered whoever we could and made our stand here in the Hall of the Dead. I'm just glad we don't have to be permanent residents.
No major casualties?
Far fewer than I feared when the storm began. Thanks to you and the princess. With the storm over and the Grey Host driven from Castle Dower, my soldiers will get the city back into shape. As long as no one else attacks us in the meantime.
I'll leave you to it.
They're here! They're at the gate!
Grey Host, I
What the hell?
them for now.
Not the Grey Host!
The Skald King with an army from the east!
Fuck.
What is this?
To the gates. We'll give the Skull King a proper welcome, one way or another.
Hold on, I'll have a talk with him.
What should I make of this timely visit? Has Yoren finally decided to attack?
Nobody told me to expect the Skull King. It was like the Spanish Inquisition that way.
The work of the she-giant, then. But did she call for him to aid us in our hour of need, or to deliver the killing blow? Let's see what words the poet has for us this time.
Alrighty then. Sort of thing.
Vargrim was right to fear you envoys from the east.
I got no clue what's happening here. Honestly, sort of thing.
That either makes you a fool, or it makes us fools for trusting you.
Look, Yoren sent us here to help. I honestly don't believe he would be turning against you now.
I'm not in a trusting mood, but I hope you're right. Let's go see what the Skald King wants.
Alrighty then. Doop.
Did you really meet Isgramor himself?
For alchemy, be a part of my exciting research.
Hold up there, young blood.
Let's start chatting.
Stand down, you idiots! We come in peace.
Partner, could really use your knack for diplomacy right now. Speak to the Skull King before we start a war.
I'll
Save me from fools and prophets. Will no one properly greet a weary traveler?
Go on and talk with this eastern loudmouth before there are 2 empty thrones today.
Sort of thing.
So this is the Skald King? He's not the prancy dandy I expected. But if he wants a fight, we will give it to him.
Thanks for the follow, by the way. Let's see. We're about to do some wrap up here in this particular thing here. Lyris,
Good to see you. Now work your magic before I have to teach these Western Nords some manners.
did you know the Skull King was coming?
It's as much a surprise to me as anyone. I'll admit my last report was pretty bleak, and I haven't had a chance to send another since we rescued Fen. I never advised Yoren to march into Solitude.
That's 3 quests ago. Why is he here?
His grand gesture is supposed to be a show of support, but Yoren's underestimated how much the Westerners distrust him. Damn bards and their lofty ideas.
Hey, you knew what you were getting into when you had a chat with him. Let's have a chat with Prince Ernscar. We'll be seeing more of him later.
I know that there's little love between East and West, but now's not the time to be picking a fight.
What are you and the Skull King doing here, by the way, Ernscar?
Lyris's report on the rise of Greyhost had my father preparing for the worst. When we hadn't received word for some time, he decided to intercede.
Quick question, if we haven't stopped Skyrim, that might have been necessary, though.
Stargrim. It's hard to believe the rumors were true. I didn't know him well, but I can't understand how anyone could throw away everything for the promise of power. What's immortality worth if there's nothing you hold dear?
Here, here. Your father, wanting to, take over here?
You'd have to ask him. As far as I can tell, the Western holds are in chaos. They could use a king who cares for his fellow Nords, but if the welcome we received here is any indication, Solitude won't see it that way.
Well, I'll have a chat with King Yoren.
Oh, familiar face. Maybe you can talk some sense into these Western milk drinkers. We're not a damn invasion. We're here to help. Do you know what's going on?
Grey Host was behind the attacks on Western Skyrim. High King Svargrim, yeah. As much as we tried, and believe me, between me, Lyris, and Svargrim's own daughter, and his late lamented wife, Gerhild, we tried. Unfortunately, at the end, we had to chop off Svargrim's head.
So the rumors are true? Svargrim joined the Grey Host?
Yep.
I knew he had ambitions, but to throw away his humanity like that, it's inconceivable. Svargrim once told me that he would die before welcoming me to solitude. I suppose he was right.
But yeah, the Grey Host cost a lot of damage. These people could use your help.
That's why I sent Lyris here. I'm not the king of these holds, though. I can't do anything if they refuse my help. If Svargrim despised me, he would never accept my aid. But Savannah... here she comes now. Let's see what she has to say.
Whatever you think, King Yoram.
We have no need of help that involves welcoming your soldiers within our walls.
My walls, Jarl. My father may have been willing to slap aside the helping hand, but I'm not. Permit me a word with your envoy, Skald King.
Alright.
Thank you for holding the line, I mean. I'm ready to do what I should have done a long time ago. To do what my father never could. I'll speak with the Skald King. There's one more thing I'd like you to do while I entertain our guests.
Alright, what you need?
We saved Solitude, but our war with the Grey Host is far from over. We need Fenn's elixir more than ever. With that, and King Yoren's help, we might just push these monsters back into their grave for good.
Anything else?
Depends on Fenn. If there's anything standing in his way, let me know. And I'll do everything in my power to get him what he needs.
Alright, I'll chat him up.
With old Mjolnir at the Mages Guild.
What about your
Willing
guests?
to invite the Skald King to join us. If the people of Solitude see him bow his head along with the rest of us, they may not care about the divide between the East and the West.
Did the princess say something about an elixir?
I should remain with the Skald King.
Alright.
I was not expecting Princess Vanna to be so commanding.
So we're to bow our heads with the Skald King? Perhaps.
Clasping arms with Easterners. There's been enough death for one day.
Good to see you are making sense. For a change you did. Hopefully you got rid of that, Thial. Though I've certainly not bet in the house on it. Alright, Fenn's being housed at the Mages Guild.
Ingenious. A rare thing to find an elf with the makings of a clever woman.
Despite what my kin might proclaim, it's not all in the blood. Ah, good, you're here. We've made a breakthrough.
I have
Right.
seen many things in my time. This is an institution of elves. They know nothing of the soul of the world. Here, magic is a thing to be measured and weighed. Mages know. They do not feel.
I teach.
Necessity and a hope they can learn. If we're to brew enough elixir for everyone in the kingdom, it will take all the herb grinders in the holds. Here at least they know how to use a mortar and pestle.
Alright, Fenn?
I was just discussing a theory with Mjolnir, and it seems like we're very close to turning this elixir into a true restorative.
Meaning what?
A cure. Singolis's research on the Netherroot showed me just how it weakens the connection between a body and soul. Thus far, I've been able to inure a person to the root, but now I'm certain I can use that knowledge to heal those weakened.
How quickly can you produce the cure?
Well, it is just a theory at this point. There's a lot more testing and experimentation to be done before we can produce a viable antidote. Weeks, optimistically?
Well, with Svanna, she has a bunch of Harrow Fiends and she needs the elixir now. She asked me to make sure everything is going smoothly.
I know. We can't simply put things on hold. Mjolnir and I have a batch brewing right now, and materials to keep producing for another day. Ingert's promised us a steady supply of Arcase oil, but that's not our limiting factor.
That's the problem.
We know enough about Singolis's refinement processes to replicate his methods, but we still need a source of Netherroot to do so. Tell Svanna that if she can keep us supplied, we can produce enough elixir for all the holds in a matter of weeks.
Any ideas where we can get the more Netherroot?
We can ransack Greyhost stockpiles, or mount an expedition into Blackreach. Otherwise, it would take decades of work to produce a proper crop. After we get the elixir squared away, we'll turn our attention to curing the Herald.
Anything from Zingal's notes to tell you more about the Grey Reliquaries and Stone Husks?
Indeed. As I surmised, the Grey Reliquaries contained the remains of ancient Greyhost warriors. They served as a connection to the souls trapped in Cold Harbor. Using the energy from the Harrow Storms, the souls were pulled into the Stone Husks.
And what's the purpose of them?
I believe the Stone Husks are incubators of a sort. The physical forms of the Grey Host are reincorporated within the stone vessels through a mix-up.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a cocoon! Having them grow back to normal, and when they're done, they burst free. Basically a way to essentially undo any issues with shit. But that's neither here nor there, folks. That's neither here nor there.
The people appear apprehensive of our presence here, but no one has voiced their dissent.
That's good to know.
A proper having a dirge for Svargrim? I haven't attended one of those since I snuck into Solitude as a young man. Not the most.
Citoyen. Sort thing.
The Skald King welcome to the Blue Palace with open arms? Svargrim would be spinning in his grave, if he had one.
Well, let's go ahead and put him to work at the windmill. Make him useful.
I'm not the Jarl you need to speak to. The longer you keep Svanna waiting, the more anxious this crowd will get.
Surely the gods sent you to Western Skyrim.
Well, that's a good one. Magister Fidelia.
The divines for sparing Solitude.
Lyris.
We're all waiting for Svanna, and she's...
I was hoping you'd return before we began. Tell me you've got good news. I'll feel a lot better delivering a speech about healing and hope, knowing that we're on the road to recovery. What did Fen have to say about the elixir?
They're making it as we speak, but they're gonna need more Netherroot soon.
Not the best news, but I'll take it. So long as we have enough to protect our soldiers, we have a fighting chance against the Grey Host. I'll go to the Undergrove myself, if that's what it takes.
Also, Fen also believes he can make the cure for the Harrowed.
Now that would be cause for celebration. If he can really bring back even a fraction of those we lost to the Harrow Storms, I'm willing to try. That's all I needed to hear. We should begin the ceremony before the crowd grows more restless.
What have you had planned?
Nothing fancy. Just a traditional Nordwake. To mourn and celebrate those we've lost, and cherish the lives we still have. I'd like you to join us.
Very well.
None of us would be here to sing dirges for the dead or celebrate the living if not for you. I certainly wouldn't be here, ready to lead my hold.
Alright.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim, we have the honor today of remembering the dead.
Honor to the fallen.
Sons and daughters of Skyrim,
Mm-hmm.
trials were fierce, but we are still here.
We stand and we remain.
Now, we raise our voices to tell Sovngarde of the coming of the worthy dead, and to tell the world that the Nords are still here. We are still standing!
The fallen now march home to hallowed halls, to join our ancestors in boundless drink and song and brawls. Let sound the horns, let peal the bells, let loose the ancient hymn. We will remain until time ends, we children of Skyrim.
I can't
All right.
find a more fitting send-off for my father than Nords of both kingdoms mourning side by side.
What's your plans going forward?
Redharn and I need to form a plan to distribute Fenn's elixir and push back against the Grey Host. And acquire more netherroot, it seems.
Anything else I can do with?
Everything to you, you know. Well, I probably could. But even Isgramor took a rest now and again.
Will you be taking over as High Queen?
I don't know. It's not important. Not right now. What matters is rallying the people against the enemy. Our real enemy. If that means seeking the crown, then I'll do what needs to be done.
Do you think Skyrim's in Sovngarde? I'm thinking the odds are 3-2 against.
Sovngarde is a place for the honored dead. Svargrim gave up his seat in the Hall of Valor when he made his pact with the Ashen Lord. Wherever he is, I hope he regrets how he got there.
I know where he's at. Molag Bal! Honestly, they need to put Svargrim in the, See, you need to put some of the DLC big bads in there. So, what else do we do? So, yes. Gone through the Coven Conspiracy and Conundrum. There we go. Stonethorn. Yep. And then Castle Horn. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty then. I think it's about time we make our way to Davin's Watch, shall we? Wait, why am I going back this way? There we go. Technically, we got several ways to do it. We can typically do it over in the, over in the stories for... We can either go to the Crown Store and pick up the prologue quest there. We can head over to the Mages Guild in one of the starter cities, which is Davin's Watch for the Davin's Watch Stonefalls for the Pact, Volkelgard Oridon for Dominion, and for Covenant characters that would be Daggerfall and Glenumbra. So the House Ravenwatch contract would be over at the Mages Guild for those. The other options are you can either select it from the Crown Store, or you can head over to Bankarai in Eastern Evermore, which is where the Ravenwatch contract will point you. There you'll be able to meet up with Gwendis over in Eastern Evermore Wayshrine. In the Wayshrine in Eastern Evermore. Boop-a-doop-boop-boo. House Ravenwatch contract is where we are at. To any able and willing adventurers, House Ravenwatch seeks brave adventurers to investigate a possible threat invading our lands. We need assistance to look into the research into the Grey Host. If you want to combat this threat or simply earn a handsome reward, find Gwendis, agent of the Ravenwatch, outside Volkelgard, Davin's Watch, or Daggerfall. And that would be the prologue quest there. Run, boy, run, boy, run, run, boy, run, 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 boy, run, boy, run.
We even have a spare hammock.
All right. Glenumbra should pop us on the docks at Daggerfall. Alrighty then, there. We're gonna go ahead and be right back, folks. Shouldn't take too long. But we should be back soon. And welcome back, folks. So, now we gotta go ahead and head on over to
You're ready? We soon... Well?
Benkorai. At least we're relatively close. So let's go ahead and talk to Gwendis. We haven't seen since the Ravenspire line. She'll be sitting over near the Eastern Evermore Way Shrine. There we go. There she is.
What? Saving Skyrim wasn't enough for you? Had to sign on for even more heroics? It's
Mm-hmm.
good to see you. I could use your help. You know better than anyone what we're dealing with. We need to figure out exactly what the Grey Host is up to.
Well, good to see you too. So, what you need help with in your investigation?
You know the Raven Watch deals with threats all the time. Trouble is, there's never been a threat consisting of a reborn army of vampires and werewolves from the First Era. So yes, I could use some help. We need to know what they're planning.
Obviously. What do we know so far?
We know that one of the original ruling members of the Grey Host is rebuilding their army, gathering vampires and werewolves to their banner. And we know they're experimenting with life energy. So, what do you say? Ready for another adventure?
Alright, let's go ahead and do some shit.
Everything I learned up to now points in the same direction. Bankerai Garrison. There's a scholar named Norette Deal there who may be able to tell us more about the Grey Host and how they were defeated. Cart's over there when you're ready to go.
Tell me what you learned.
My research has uncovered pieces, but I hope the scholars at the Bankerai Garrison can put the puzzle together.
Grey Host survivor?
Research indicates a council ruled the Grey Host. One of those leaders fell out of favor and another survived the final battle. A noble with connections to Viridian Watch gave the survivor sanctuary. In return, they made her a vampire.
Experiments with life energy. Apparently there's something involved with
In the
that.
ancient past, the Grey Host sought to use life energy to draw souls into containment vessels called stone husks. It had something to do with returning the dead to life. I think there's a new Grey Host, and they've revived those experiments.
Anything else I need to know before we head out?
Probably, but nothing that can't wait. Let's take the cart to the Bankerai Garrison and find the scholars who can tell us more about the history of the Grey Host.
Anyone else investigating this?
For the moment. There are an awful lot of evil conspiracies afoot in Tamriel, and not nearly enough Ravenwatch members to investigate them all. But this isn't a one-person job, which is why we recruited help.
Where's the rest?
No idea. They're spread out. Adusa, for example, mentioned something about necromancers raising bone giants and elsewhere, but she probably wanted to refill her moon sugar stores. Fenorian could be anywhere. He does tend to sneak around.
Well, I haven't seen it do so, and, but I know where Fen is. What do you hope to accomplish at the garrison?
I'm hoping a scholar of ancient Bankerai battles named Norette Deal or one of her colleagues can tell us more about the Grey Host. With any luck, they have information about the Grey Host that's not too outlandish.
Outlandish how?
The priests have this old holy text that claims St. Pelin leapt off the garrison's walls, landed among the host, asked Stendarr for endless blood, and then fed them all without dying. Then the garrison dropped some rocks on them. See? Outlandish.
Okay, so you're wanting more, plausible lies. Or regional answers.
Exactly. We need practical facts about how the Grey Host was defeated at Bankerai Garrison.
Alright, let's go ahead and get going. God bless fucking fast travel. Thankfully, the rest is relatively swift.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected. What happened here? Nice camp, I suppose.
Alright, Scholar Lorette Deal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you here for a tour? I'm afraid they've all been suspended until this mess with the Imperial Army is resolved. If I could offer a suggestion, turn around and head for the safety of Evermore's walls.
We actually came a long way to talk to you about the Grey Host.
As you can plainly see, now is not a good time. My fellow scholars and I fled when Septima Tharn and her Daedra-worshipping zealots attacked. We barely got out before the first impacts from their ballistae shook the walls.
Really? Auntie Em and I took care of the garrison about 6 months ago. Right there, it's on YouTube.
You did? Why didn't any of the knights report this? No one tells scholars anything. Well, if that's true, and I see no reason you'd offer such an audacious lie, then thank you.
Can I ask questions?
Sorry. Concern for my colleagues and the Pyre Watch warrior who accompanied them has my thoughts in a jumble.
Pyre Watch?
Guardians sworn to watch over a Grey Host burial site located here in Bankarai.
Alright.
Cogleen and Indus fled in the direction of even if my thank you, friend.
Let's go ahead and find them here. Wendish.
This scholar's research doesn't go back to the first era. And the other scholars fled? That puts a wrinkle in our plans, all right.
They ran in 2 different directions.
Let's split up and go after them.
Ever hear of the Pyre Watch?
Yeah, my brother Fenorian told me about one he encountered. They're the guardians of an ancient mass grave where the remains of the Grey Host are said to be interred.
I'm gonna hit you back
Find
here.
the scholars, but try not to get eaten by anything.
Run, boy, run, boy, run, run, boy, run, boy, run.
You there. Come.
Scholar Indus.
You don't look like a refugee. Are you a soldier from the garrison? What news of the Imperial attack?
Scholar Deal sent me to find you. She said at camp outside the garrison walls.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Cogleen and I intended to head straight for Evermore. But the cursed Imperials caught up with us. They would have captured us if not for that Pyre Watch warrior. Have you seen her? Is she alive?
Well, I haven't. Scholar Deal said she was leading me to Evermore.
She was, but we ran into Imperials. The Pyre Watch warrior distracted the soldiers and ordered me to flee. Then she took Cogleen and headed west. I will go to Scholar Deal's camp now.
Give me for free at the first
Other
era.
than the fact that they were defeated here centuries ago, not much, I'm afraid.
You just said something.
Plus, you seek facts and figures that I don't have readily at hand.
Fine.
I will return to Scholar Deal's camp. May Tall Papa guide your steps.
Now let's head in the opposite direction.
I can't do my job. Not with all this going on.
So,
Over here.
Scholar Coughlin.
I've seen that isn't an undead monstrosity. Oh, lovely. Are you with the garrison?
Scholar Deal sent me to find you.
Stendar. I thought I could make it to Evermore, but I tired myself out. When I tried to pass through the old graveyard, I ran into unspeakable horrors. Thought I was finished. I'll head back now. Oh, say, did you find that Pyre Watch warrior?
Scholar Indy said she left behind you.
When the Imperials came after us, she managed to distract them and ordered me to run to the graveyard. I think she headed for the Crypt of the Exiles. I'll find Scholar Deal's camp straight away.
What else can you tell me about these?
Monsters that ravaged the First Era? Not really my area of expertise.
There's a story, you must say
Well,
something.
most scholars agree that the fanciful legend about the Grey Host's defeat is, pardon my Orcish, guardung. I'll hurry back to Scholar Deal's camp. Be safe.
Oh, wonderful. Let's go ahead and find the Pyre Watch warrior inside the crypt. In we go! Right. There we go. There we go.
Forward, you godless mongrel.
Alright.
My apologies, Wayfarer. The shadows make it difficult to discern friend from foe. You do not look like my enemy. Perhaps Tuwaka has not forsaken me after all. What are you doing in this wretched place?
Scholar Deal sent me to find you and the Scholar. She has a camp outside the garrison walls.
It gladdens my heart to hear that Scholar Deal is safe. But what of the other scholars? Did my efforts to lead the Imperials away allow them to get away?
They were able to get to safety somehow. Scholars Coglin and Indu should be back at Deal's camp.
That is truly fortunate. As for me, I escaped the Imperials only to find myself surrounded by ancient undead.
Follow me.
Lead on, Wayfarer. The exit. Let us see the sky once more.
Yepity yep. All right.
I garrison seeking recruits for the Pyre Watch. Hunding help us, I did not expect those villains to arrive and send innocent people fleeing for shelter.
Looking for info on the
You saved the scholars. Now what can I do for you in return?
info on the Grey Host of the First Year.
The Grey Host was a terrible army of vampires, werewolves, and other monsters that pillaged the land. Only the combined might of the Bankurai garrison and the Alessian Empire finally defeated them. That story, unfortunately, is mired in legend.
So there's nothing you can tell me about how the Grey Host was
The
defeated.
story may be as enthralling as the legends, but we only have bits and pieces of it. Magic was involved, almost certainly. But whether it was divine in nature or Alessian sorcery, we have never been able to determine.
Well, there's gotta be something you can know that can help us.
I can delve into the records of my order when I return to our sanctum. But understand that the Watch is concerned with keeping the past buried, not exposing it. I can tell you that there are indications that one of the hosts survived the slaughter.
We learned something similar. A Durrani noble offered the survivor sanctuary.
A Durrani noble? That gives some credence to the historical record. An incomplete parchment mentioned Viridian Watch, but we never saw the significance. It also said that only the worthy could enter the sanctuary. We never determined what that meant.
I may need to have talked to my associate Gwendis about this. Go ahead and return to Scholar Deal's
I
king.
do not know the nature of your mission, Wayfarer, and I still have my own to uphold. But if you seek answers about the Grey Host, then may Mara bless your search.
Can you tell me anything about Free Watch?
I know precious little. I never visited the site myself.
Tell me more about that part of the record.
Much. Just that the worthy would be guided to safety.
Alright.
I will go check on the star.
Let's run, folks. Run, 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 run.
There you are.
Mm-hmm.
Good, you're back. I found Jannard and I see you've managed to return with the rest. Show off. Now that we settled that matter, what did the Pyre Watch warrior tell you about the Grey Host?
Lots of scene missing in the historical record concerning the details about the Grey Host from Shaleria.
I was afraid of that. So much about the First Era has been lost. I wonder if the Pyre Watch knows anything about the other details we learned. About the survivor and their connection to a Durrani noble.
She confirmed the survivor, alright. And possible sanctuary of Viridian Watch.
That matches what we already uncovered, and confirms the Durrani connection. Did you find out anything else I should know?
Apparently, the legend says the way to safety was only available to those worthy to receive it.
A riddle, damn it. There's always a riddle. Well, I say we go to Viridian Watch and figure this out on our own. I'll mark the location on your map.
I'll meet you inside.
I'll meet you at Viridian Watch.
Do 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 do.
We have to find a way inside.
Viridian Watch. Leadership maxims of Septima Tharn. So basically crap. This one looks like a Balkan triplicate, so... Sack. And we got more lore. Speed. Check. Thank you! There we go. That should get us nice and secure. And Viridian Watch. Looks like it's got a sky shard in air.
Look. There's a sigil right there. Don't you see it?
Nope.
It makes so much sense. The riddle. It makes so much sense. The riddle. Only those worthy can find the way to safety. Only vampires and werewolves can see these sigils. That explains why no one ever found anything.
I don't see any sigils.
That's because you aren't a vampire or a werewolf. Hold on, I've got just the thing. Here, a blood pendant. It lets me share some of my vampiric essence so you can see the sigils too. It's perfectly safe. At least, Fenorian said it was harmless.
Well, if Fenorian said it was harmless, I think we're good. What's our next step?
Follow the sigils, of course.
Alright, let's go.
Another one. Keep going west.
Jake. Yes. Alrighty then. Damn. It's time to cosplay as the person who's got their shit together.
South here. Not that we have a choice.
Do-do-do-do-do. That helps a bit. Alrighty then, so.
East. Down that tunnel. Let's go south. Up those steps. Another one. Northeast around this corner.
I'm hurt!
I need healing!
Now! Kill! Another one. Keep going west. South here. Not that we have a choice. East. Down that tunnel. Let's go south. Up those steps. East here. And down again. East here. And down again. Another one. Northeast around this corner. Another one. Northeast around this corner. Ha! This must be it. Now how to go about opening it. That's done it. Let's check inside.
Ah, yes. A letter of welcome. To the all-powerful and illustrious Lord Rada al-Saran, I created the sanctuary to account for the unfortunate possibility of the battle going awry. Now orders reach me in great hopes defeat. I fear the worst has come to pass. Damn Styric's recklessness and his sickening ego. It is surely unjust that the man who brokered the deal with Moloch Ball should be the downfall of the Great Order. If you're reading this, I know it must be painful to tirelessly only watch your brothers and sisters fall around you, but you must survive. You will speak for those who have fallen. You must continue the legacy. I know you do not have trouble locating this safe haven. I made sure to mark the way with magical blood sigils that only one of your distinction will be able to protect. There are healing poultices and bandages in case you are injured and bound prisoners for when you need to feed. Know that you are protected here. No harm will come to you. I will check on this refuge in a few days once it is safe to do so. I hope to find you well, and that my act of dedication to you and your cause reflects well upon me. I am ever your loyal servant, and should you choose to grace me with the gift of immortality, I shall spend eternity as Lady Thorn in service to you as we build what was lost. Yours, devoted servant, Lady Ingarian Clangarani.
Rada al-Saran was a survivor. That figures. And Lady Thorn helped him. Or should I say, Lady Ingrid?
The ancient backpack.
Looks like he had quite the setup down here.
Ancient pouch. Ritual chest. Ancient lockbox. Last.
Wait.
Not signet.
Let me see it.
In a moment, I gotta get some sacks done. And crates. Don't forget the crates. Alright, Gwendis.
I recognize this signet, but that doesn't make any sense.
It got something to do with Grey Host?
I don't know. No, this can't be. But it is, isn't it? Damn it. I don't like where this is going.
What's wrong?
I've seen this signet before, or one just like it. My mentor, Count Verandas, had one. But why would he have something connected to the Grey Host? That doesn't make any sense.
There's gotta be an explanation.
You're right, of course. There must be something we're missing. We need answers, and there's only one place to find them. Watch Castle in Rivenspire. Let's go. I'll explain more when we get there. I need time to think.
Alright, let's head to the castle now.
Over here.
Okay.
Good. You made it. So, I've had some time to think. I know this may seem a little unorthodox, but I want to go into the castle through the secret passage.
Why? Isn't this your place?
Yes, but we just learned that Count Verandis may have been involved with the Grey Host thousands of years ago and never told us. That disturbs me, and that never happens. I want to investigate this quietly before I involve the rest of the family.
But Verandis is gone. Why sneak around the back?
Other members of the house might be around. If they see us, they'll ask questions. I don't want to sully Verandis' memory with whatever this is. Not until we know for sure. I want to figure this out before we involve anyone else.
Verandis gave his life to save the Provenspire. Does it even matter?
I don't want it to matter, but it does.
Alright, let's go in through the cellar.
Doors over here.
Let's hope we don't exit through the gift shop.
Watch out for vermin. We don't fumigate down here as often as we should.
Thanks for the warning. And I suppose that you've got some poison for the bone flayers.
Let's hurry to the cellar. I'm fairly certain I can get it unlocked. Give me a moment. Hurry now. Inside.
Fine. Let's go. To the cellars.
See if you can find the signet. It must be in one of these crates or boxes.
Hold on. Wood crate.
Just a crate of knickknacks. Nothing important. Keep looking. Not in there either. Ugh, Verandis. Why are you so good at hiding things? Empty flasks. Good to know they're here, but not what we need at present.
And then last, the armoire.
Another secret door? I didn't know that was here. It has the same mark as the signet. Maybe. Open. Let's see what's inside.
Alright.
What is this place? Did Verandis use this as a secret study? Check the desk, would you?
Hold on. There we go. To my dear friend. Verandis, I know that your ceaseless quest to appease and coddle the mortals takes a great deal of your time. But I must insist that you take a brief respite from your work to come visit the great castle we erected in your absence. It truly is magnificent. I firmly believe that when the peace we both seek is realized, Grey Home will stand among the wonders of the world. It will be a beacon of hope for our kind and the mortals who serve us, a grand reminder that anything is possible with hard work and vision. Your absence is felt here. The Grey Council rules the Grey Host, but your seat at the table remains empty. Even Exarch Ulfra feels your loss, though she would never admit it. Come, my friend, visit us at Grey Home. I've restocked your laboratory with everything you could ever need. I have no doubt you and Exarch Syntalis can complete your research here. There. I've drawn a map on the back of this letter to guide you to the island. Return to us, Verandis. Return to the Grey Council, to your family, and to your home. Your beloved brother, Ardia C. Rada Al-Yeezy. Vindaba.
That letter. What does it say? 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. Maybe.
'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis written in Common. It must be the signet. 'Tis wr Alrighty then. Let's have a chit chat.
That letter. Please tell me it's just an old to-do list or something, and not actually proof that the man I trusted with my life was involved with the Grey Host.
Sadly, I think that's exactly what it means. That Verandis was, in fact, a member of the Grey Host. Still, could be worse. Okay. There we go. Still, could be worse. There we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go again, there we go. Let's suggesting Count Verandis was a member of the Grey Host, it seems.
What? Verandis, how could you? I don't want to believe it, and yet here it is, right before my very eyes. Why didn't he ever tell me? I thought I knew everything there was to know about him. No, there has to be more. What else does the letter say?
An island in a Grey Host castle. There's a map.
It's possible that castle no longer exists, but I want to go.
I'll go with you.
The cart's still waiting outside.
I'll meet you there. Let's hope we don't have to go and exit back out the tunnel again. So, off our way to the island of Dr. Moreau, or Exarch Singalis, or Rada Al-Yeezy. So let's go ahead and get this done, shall we?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Delaying the inevitable won't help anyone. I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
What do you think we'll find?
Look, I have to do this.
Let's do this.
I can't believe Verandis was part of something as evil as the Grey Host.
How do we get to the secret island?
We'll take the cart to Shornhelm's coast, hire a ship, and sail to the spot indicated on the back of the letter.
Seems easy.
And hopefully find nothing. Determine this was just all a big misunderstanding.
Alright, ready to travel.
Entirely real. I can't believe we found a letter tying Verandis to the Grey Host.
For the those playing the home game.
That looks just like one my mentor, Count Verandis, used to have.
What do we know about this?
The letter mentioned a name, Greyhome. Kind
You
of.
think this was part of an army?
Maybe he was forced to join them, or lied to, or tricked, or... You know what? Speculating is pointless.
We never found Verandis'
It was
signet.
the same as the one from Viridian Watch.
Alright, let's go to Greyhome. And get this shit on the road, I suppose.
This is where the map led us. A lovely and ominous spot for a foreboding Grey Host castle, don't you think?
How do you want to do
It
this?
seems obvious to start with the unnecessarily ostentatious vampire castle over there. I think we should survey the island first. The Grey Host may be gone, but they could have left traps.
What kind of traps?
No, something gothic and ridiculous.
Let's look around for something gothic and or ridiculous. This looks like something ridiculous.
What is that thing? Did it just pulse at me? Did you see that? That crystal
Trap?
hasn't exploded or fried us to a crisp yet, so I'm thinking no. Probably not, now that they're awake. Well done. Let's go deal with the rest of the ward crystals.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at this. Let's find another ward crystal.
There we go. Of course, it's gonna be like those.
There's definitely a rumble. Let's go check the castle.
Ooh.
The way looks clear. Let's see if we can get inside.
I think we can. And we're in the Grey Home,
I hate
folks.
to admit it, but this place is impressive.
I would bet so. Spectral assassins. Lord Rada Al-Yeezy always reminded me of Exarch Singi. I'd love to rather write down everything you ever known and maybe something harder to listen to taking a heart. All that nice shit.
This place must have been impressive back in the day, but now it's just decrepit. Looks like it's been abandoned for centuries. Luckily, I came prepared. How do you feel about trying something unconventional?
Define unconventional.
The members of House Ravenwatch exchange vials of their own blood. That shows a rare level of trust, even among vampires, since blood can be used in all sorts of spells, both beneficial and harmful. I brought some of Verandis' blood with me.
You got some of Verandis' blood with you. How is that going to help us? Unless we got a PCR machine here.
By putting a drop of his blood in this potion, we can dreamwalk and access any memories Verandis has of this place. Then
Let me do a dreamwalk before.
you learn quite a bit.
Fine, we'll do this. Dreamwalk this bitch. And
Exarch Verandis, while we have your crates moved to your study, Exarch Singalis and Ulfra would like a word. It is good to see you, Exarch Verandis. Lord Rada al-Saran will be pleased you accepted his invitation. You have been terribly missed. Exarchs Ulfra and Singalis asked me to send you to them as soon as you arrived. They wish to speak with you.
no Exarch here, Faustina. I want nothing to do with grandiose titles or Steiger.
Of course, Lord Verandis. My apologies. Please, you shouldn't have the Exarchs waiting.
Where can I find Ulfra and Singalis?
Exarch Ulfra likes to look out over the courtyard from the eastern balcony. Exarch Singalis rarely leaves his laboratory on the upper level. Both want to see you.
Alright. Thank you, Stewart. Exarch Ulfra.
Can you smell them, Verandis? Prey on the wind. We should be out hunting them, not uselessly debating in these halls of stone.
You wanted to speak with me, Ulfra?
When you see Lord Rada al-Saran, do not continue your age-old argument. He needs to remain focused. I'll never understand your obsession with sheep, Verandis. There are hunters and prey. We are hunters. Your sympathy for prey borders on the insane.
Hey, you were... Excuse me. You were mortal once, too.
As were you, until Molag Bal made you into something more, something worthy. Lord Hircine made me one of his most powerful hunters, because he knew mortality restricted me. I could not reach my full potential until he rescued me from that fate.
All I'm suggesting is we live in peace with the mortals. After all, They have a nasty habit of outnumbering our asses.
The wolf does not fear 1,000 rabbits. It merely enjoys the bounty her scene has provided. Humans, no matter how large their pathetic armies grow, will never threaten us. Come to your senses, Verandis. Come back to your brothers and sisters.
I'm not going to stop trying to convince you. Stop trying to... I'm not going to stop trying to convince you that course of peace is the correct one.
You're a fool, Verandis. You always have been. Why does Lord Rada al-Saran continue to humor you? We don't need you on the Grey Council. You aren't even fit to be one of Styric's foot soldiers. Go bother someone else with your nonsense.
It is impressive what Rada al-Saran is
Greyhome is impressive. I won't deny that. But I detest all the sitting around and debating. I'm a hunter. I ache to feel a mortal writhe in my grasp, to watch their blood spray against the dirt. Don't you?
No, it's not my way, Ulfra.
Why do I even try to talk to you about such Lord Rada al-Saran should have dealt with you years ago, but he keeps calling you back.
Fun. Go soldier. There's the Exarch Longstaff. Apparently we're meeting up here. Very hum up a level. Oh, wonderful. Let's go ahead and get this done. Zingalises. Exarch Singalis.
Ah, Verandis. Good. I wanted to talk to you. I never tire of looking at this creation. Tell me again, why did you abandon your stone husks? I thought you wanted your precious mortals to enjoy the everlasting life of their betters.
The mortal I resurrected with Mad Singalis, the experiment failed.
Is that what bothers you? One small failure and you abandon such promising research. You had the opportunity to seize control of existence itself, to control both life and death. Such power is unimaginable, yet you squander it.
Just one failure is one failure too many. Even power such as you described isn't worth the cost.
Cost? Ha! What cost? Mortals are as cheap and plentiful as grains of sand on a beach. Once you mastered your creation, you'd be able to resurrect them at will. They would worship you as a god. Wouldn't that bring about the peace you crave?
Hey, we're not their gods, Singalis, we're their equals.
How can you be so misguided? Mortals are so far beneath us they cannot even comprehend their own inadequacy. I only hope Lord Rada al-Saran can talk some sense into you. Meanwhile, I will study this creation. Perhaps even succeed where you failed.
I do hope you do succeed, Singalis, for both our sakes.
How I have missed our endless debates, my friend. Our deep and fascinating discussions about science and philosophy. I look forward to renewing that exchange. If you haven't presented yourself yet, you should go see Lord Rada al-Saran.
What about your own research, Singalis?
I've been quite successful in your absence. Rada al-Saran discovered a strange relic beneath the Reach. I spent weeks examining it.
Fascinating, what
I
kind?
prefer not to draw any conclusions until I've had time to examine it at length.
Alright. Keep your secrets for now. Alright. Easy of the creeping desk.
Verandis, my friend. At long last. Oh, good to see you, Verandis, my old friend. You look well. Our halls have felt quite empty without you. What do you think of our new home? Is it not, as I wrote in my letter, everything one could ask for?
Well, it's a grand castle, buddy. But I must know, Rada, you usually haven't considered my request.
To parley with the mortal queen. I have, but my stance has not changed. The Grey Host's strength has grown over the centuries, while dozens of mortal kingdoms have risen and fallen. What sense is there in revealing ourselves to them now?
Mortals aren't as you remember them, Rada. Empress Hestra would make a fine ally.
What mortals gain from an alliance with us is obvious. But what benefit do we receive from them? King Styric and our Grey Host could crush this Empress Hestra and her armies in a day. I know you worry for our people, Verondis, but you need not.
Can't continue to war against the Immortals, there's just simply too many of them.
For such a brilliant mind who helped conceive our Grey Council, you can be so short-sighted, Verondis. I will say this. If the mortals do not move against us, we will not move against them. But I cannot protect your precious mortals from themselves.
Well, I believe in the Great Council, but Styric's Grey Host not so much. And the Alliance will protect us all.
Enough talk of alliances and mortals. It's been too long since we last saw one another, Verondis. Let us speak of better times. Drink the blood offered, and contemplate the tremendous responsibility we bear to keep our people safe.
I spoke with old friends in Dallas.
You cannot imagine how much I have leaned upon them in your absence.
They don't understand the
They
dream,
understand
Rada.
little that does not serve their own needs. They do not understand why we started the Grey Council, or what an asset you are to the Grey Host.
I'd like to see the discussion later.
Yes. I know you too well to think you would let the topic go so easily. I promise we will speak of it again. There is no need to rush. We have not seen each other in an elf's age. I would hear what you have been up to, my brother.
Oh, we're immortal. We've got all the time in the world to catch up.
And yet you waste years away from your family, caring for those who live short and meaningless lives.
Why invite me if you're unwilling to talk?
And I have listened. I have humored your ideals far longer than they deserve. I invited you because you will flourish here, Verondis.
Didn't start this ruling over more.
Are similar, my friend, but they are not the same. This friction between us, it thins my patience. Still, this place, no matter how grand, did not feel complete until you returned. You belong this.
Yep, that he does.
Lord Verondis, I apologize for the delay. The study is ready for you.
Thank you, sir.
Everything is ready for you, my lord.
And after feeling like that scene in Ebony, time to go through and shit. Ooh. Time to peek. Verondis' journal.
Easy, friend. It's time to wake up. Find the dream water potion and drink it.
Really? Alright. Yeah, we're all the way back.
You cried out in your sleep just before you woke up. What happened? Are you alright?
Went to Verondis to study the dream, tried to read his journal.
Oh, that would explain it. Don't worry, it's not you. It's almost impossible to read in a dream walk. But did you say Verondis' study? He had a study in this terrible place? Was he truly a member of the Grey Host?
He was, in something called the Grey Council, but he was trying to make peace with mortals through Empress Hestra.
Sounds like Verondis. That's why he founded the Raven Watch after all. To allow vampires like us to gather safely, only feed on willing subjects, and help mortals instead of preying upon them. So, he wasn't hoping to conquer Tamriel?
He really argued for an alliance with mortals, truly wanted peace.
Then, he didn't lie to me.
Let's go ahead and get through the study. Oh. There we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, at the very least, took care of
After all this last time. His scent lingers in this place.
Yep. I know. Let's go ahead and get this shit done. Empty. The Ramonda, also known as the most pornographic shit in ESO. I'm going to go ahead and read this. The Ramonda, Chapter 1, Sancretor and the Birth of Raman. And in those days the empire of the Cyrodiils was dead, save in memory only. For through war and slug famine, and iniquitous rulers, the west split from the east, and Colovia's estrangement lasted some 400 years. And the earth was sick with this asundering. Once worthy western kings of Anvil and Sarkal, of Falkreath and Deladil, became through pride and habit as like thief barons and forgot covenant. In the Heartland things were no better, as Arcanus and false moth princes lay in drugged stupor or the studies of vileness, and no one sat on the throne in dusted generations. Snakes and the warnings of snakes went unheeded, and the land bled with ghosts and deep-set holes unto cold harbors. It is said even the Kaim El Adabal, the amulet of the kings of glory, had been lost, and its people saw no reason to find it. And it was in this darkness that King Hral set out from the lands beyond Lost Twill. The sortie of questing knights numbered 18 less 1. All of them western sons and daughters. For Hral had seen in his visions the snakes to come, and sought to heal all the borders of his forebears. And to this host appeared at last a spirit, who resembled none other than Elestia, queen of ancient times, who bore in her left hand the dragonfire of Akatosh, and in her right hand the jewels of the covenant, and on her breast a wound that spilled void unto her mangled feet. And seeing Elestia and Kaim El Adabal, Hral and his knights wailed and set to their knees, and prayed for all things to become as right. Unto them the spirit said, I am the healer of all men and the mother of dragons. But as you have run so many times from me, so shall I run until you learn my pain, which renders you and all this land dead. And the spirit fled from them, and they split among the hills and forests to find her, all grieving that they had become a villainous people. Hral and his shield thane were the only ones to find her. And the king spoke to her, saying, I love you, sweet Alas, sweet wife of Shor and of Ariel and the sacred bull, and would render this land alive again, not through pain, but through a return to the dragonfire as a covenant, to join east and west and throw off all ruin. And the shield thane bore witness to the spirit opening naked to his king, carving on a nearby rock the words, And Hral did make love unto a hillock before dying in sight of their union. When the 15 other knights found King Hral, they saw him dead after his labors against a mound of mud. And they parted each in their way. Some went mad, and the 2 that returned to their homeland beyond Twill would say nothing of Hral, and acted as if ashamed for him. But after 9 months that mound of mud became as a small mountain, and there were whispers among the shepherds and bulls. A small community of believers gathered around that growing hill during the days of its first churning, and they were the first to name it the Golden Hill Sancretor. And it was the shepherdess Sediena who dared climb that hill. When she heard his first cry, and at its peak, she saw what it had yielded. An infant she named Raman, which is light of man. And in the child's forehead was the Kaim El Adabal, alive with the dragon fires of yore and divine promise, and none dared obstruct Sediena. When she climbed the steps of the white gold tower to place the babe Raman on his throne, where he spoke as an adult, saying, I am Cyrodiil Come! Well, if all else fails, I'll end up on Kick. Good thing I have an account there for the moment. Now let's go ahead and read the journal. Alrighty then. Never remember all the streams that I think I would ever come this close. My research finding perfect specifications for the willingness of solve moving towards on Earth. If it's twofold, one, I'll be able to resurrect mortal souls from their afterlife. Second, that I will be able to free vampire souls from Cold Harbor, and thus free them from Molag Bal. I will attempt this extraordinary feat on the mortal first. A woman named Lysolda, who died of a wasting disease. Once I am sure that experiment is a success, I'll attempt the most risky undertaking of trying this on a vampire soul. I will create a max that is not premature. I was fooled to think I had all the answers. I had reached out around about protecting mortals that my own experiment caused one to suffer needlessly. I attempted to resurrect Lysolda. At first I was elated. She did not return for the dead, but she was not whole. Returning to the world of the living drove her mad. She was so angry I could feel her rage as clearly as if she were made of flames. I connected with her to help her. I was forced to prevent her from harming anyone that acts sickens me. My future was called the soul to so much pain. It shames me. I must discover what went wrong. Wow, he doesn't trust the process. He couldn't do the risk. A world without a cycle of life and death, what is glorified? I do not want to accept the brought else surrounds invitation and came to Greyhome. Curiosity, I suppose, and a dying hope that I can change the course for Grey Council and avoid the war that Skyrick so desperately craves. I did bring all my equipment with me. The ritual chamber they constructed here is really quite impressive. First floor armory. It serves as a reminder from
Did you find the
failure.
journal? What's it say? The journal was still here? Amazing. What did it say?
He tried to resurrect humans and vampires using stone
Let me
husks.
see that. Huh. Ritual simple enough. Just light some candles and place the reliquary. It looks like he abandoned the research before ever testing it on a vampire. Something about life energy and too great a cost.
I think Singalis may have perfected this, at least used it in Skyrim.
Right. Zingalis must have continued Verandis' experiments and refined them.
You want to try and resurrect him,
Gave his
does
life for Rivenspire, and what was his reward? Cold Harbor and an eternity of torment in the hands of Molag Bal.
I'll go get the reliquary.
And meet me in the ritual chamber.
We got this. The reliquary. Now let's go ahead and get the ritual completed.
That's a stone husk, all right. Light the candles to begin the ritual. Good. Now place the reliquary.
Go ahead and watch.
The ritual. It's working. Is that really you?
Must feed.
Stop! It's me, Gwendolyn! Are you all right?
My apologies. The process doesn't leave one in their right mind.
I'm just glad you're alive. But Verandis, we need to talk.
Yes, of course, my child. Let us all go outside and speak.
Mandatory collect chest. That works. Let's have a chat with Verandis.
I didn't expect to ever see you again, my friend. After we parted at the Doomcrag, I resigned myself to an eternity in Cold Harbor. But it seems my fate was not yet written. You and Gwendis saved me. I am more grateful than you can ever imagine.
Well, we found out about your connection to the Grey Host.
That is unfortunate. I believed that part of my past was dead and buried. My involvement with the Grey Council ended so very long ago. Rada al-Saran and I were friends once. I tried to convince him to take a different path, to no avail.
I dream up your memories. I saw what you said to him and the others.
Then know that I truly regret not trying harder to convince Rada al-Saran of the Grey Council. Perhaps I could have averted the war. Alas, we'll never know. But why the sudden interest in ancient history, Why this obsession with the Grey Host?
Well, Gwendis and I discovered that Rada al-Yuzi is still alive. Grey Host is back.
What? How is that even possible? And what am I saying? Haven't I just returned from the dead? I must look into this. Find out what the Grey Host has planned. When the time comes, House Ravenwatch will send for you. I pray you will answer that call.
I'll be ready when you send word.
I started out seeking information about the Grey Host only to discover that my mentor had a hand in their creation. As angry as that made me, I was comforted to know Verandis opposed their war. And now he's back. I don't know what to think.
Verandis promised to help you find out more about the Grey Host and their current plans. So, let's go ahead and do that.
I heard what he said. I'm still angry that he kept this part of his past a secret. But we'll work it out. Eventually. In the meantime, at least I know I can trust him.
Yep.
That he didn't betray the ideals of House Ravenwatch.
So you're gonna work with him on this?
Of course. There's too much at stake to let a few secrets get in our way.
Anything else I can help with?
Take this, my friend. You earned it.
Alright.
Verandis and I need to talk. A lot. But it's... Verandis and I need to talk.
The Grey Host must be dealt with.
Alrighty then.
I never thought I'd see you again. So much has happened.
I know, Gwendis. We have much to discuss. Come, let us return to Ravenwatch Castle.
Alrighty then. Oh, fuck you! Cocksucker! Well, let's go ahead and over to this part. Oh, to Ravenwatch Castle. This will at least get us over to where we need to get us over to. But we've already been to Greyholm and back, so that's something. Really, it is just a matter of popping our asses over to where we need to get over to. Alrighty then. And further to the Dark Heart is Markarth, where we're going to need to get started on that. You could find him in Volthim, Markarth, and Understone. Alright.
There's trouble in Crestshade, but I'm not sure I'll find a safe haven at that place up there.
I wouldn't. Let's head to Morkaz. Alrighty then. Oh, we got a freeway shrine to use. There we go.
Be off, Reeker. Ard Kaddock refuses to see you. Now go, before I gut you.
The Ard needs to hear what I have to say, my friend. It is imperative that we speak.
Move along, outsider, before I put a buzzard hole in you.
Damn it. Gee. It is gonna be a fun one here, folks. Well, hello? Well, we'll check a couple things. Rules, trial, or true. Daily, weekly. Well. Options. Let's go ahead and do some plotting here. There's a guy here. Do say a Matrica-based organism. So right now I'm going through champion points. The warfare tree. Alright. Precision. Wrathful strike slottable. Piercing. The aim slottable, master at arms slottable, backstabber slottable. Eldritch Insight. So we got that. Flawless Ritual, we got that. War Mage. Yep. Elemental Aegis. Yep. Hardy. Yep. Blessed. Yep. Tireless Discipline, got it. And the next two are Battle Mastery and Mighty. There we go. There we go. Ready. Craft tree. Oh. Steve's Blessing, check. Breakfall, check. Onward, check. Steadfast Enchantment, check. Rationer, check. Liquid Efficiency, check. Treasure Hunter. Fortune's Favor. Gilded Fingers. Inspiration Boost. And for the warfare tree, we got... Or fitness tree, sorry. We got... Balanced vitality. Tumbling. Mystic tenacity. Heroes vigor, good. Shield Minister there. We got Slavel Bastion. Siphoning Spells is there. Fortified is there. Fines, check. Hasty's there. GG, check. Fortification. There we go. Spinner. Nimble Protector. Savage Defense. Bashing Brutality. Piercing Gaze. Piercing Gaze. There we go. Tempered Soul. We gotta get that to 25. And then to 50. That's gonna be a fun one. Well, let's go ahead and do some shit. There now. Oh. Normally I would not be logging out so well here, but it's at least close to our quest. So we'll be switching off here, and then we're going to do a very quick and dirty tribute. So we'll grab Ah, yes.
I love cities.
Mm.
They have a kind of rhythm to them, and it's just a matter of learning the steps.
Mm-hmm. Ah, there we go again. To Gonflin Square. Mm-hmm.
Over here, I could use your help.
I'm good, Jakarn. Thank you, though. Hey, why am I doing this? Go ahead and do a tot. See. A tribute match. Your activity finder. Cute. And dude. This is just gonna be annoying.
Places like this make me feel safer than anywhere else. Is that strange?
Yay, we got a casual time here. Yay! Let's go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and do. Ah. Oh, well. Alright. Oh, joy! Yeah. Good free. Personally, I'm of the opinion of this. Because that a free power page. You know what? Intern. Hey, friendly. Pasta, takeover, or Disney. I think that I can get a card from a friendship. So, this. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Oh. Mm-hmm. Coin rich, get a alrighty then. Mm-hmm. Either he's gonna do the imprisonment to try and get power, get him power, or he's got those, and we're tied up at 3. Move two cards to the program pile. Alright. There you go. Rather spicy man. Alright then. I'm so not sure. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do this. And we're gonna go ahead and oh wow. I'm gonna have to take the Fort Palace. There's just no way about it. Wow. Do. Ooh. Oh, gonna go ahead and wrap up your shit. Gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5, and a power. Let's see. Alrighty then. Toss in. Let's see. Alrighty then, that's gonna freaking leave a mark. Let's go ahead and do this. Yes. Four, five. And let's see. I don't think that he is going Naked here. Yeah. Unless he sacrifices a. This could be bad. 41, 42, 43. We could probably twist back the lane to get back some shit. There we go. Okay, you just whipped out your big colossal fucking dick. You wanna see if you can try and gain some more power? See if you can hit it to a full 80? Or are you just being a pussy? If you're smart, you probably will have the patron failing right about here. Sacrifice one of your sixes. 5 in. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. I'm gonna need a 50. Gotta do that, it'll get me to 52. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know why I dragged myself out around here, but at least I, did the thing. So. We're gonna go ahead and make our way back it. Out, and away. I suppose. And pop them there. There we go. Does this mean I get my endeavor? Yes! We should be wrapped on endeavors for the week. There we go. There we go. For notifications. And there we are. Alrighty then. Well, I guess it is that time, I suppose. Just to let y'all know that if you're watching this here on the video on demand stuff, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and go ahead and ring that bell. And don't forget to catch us over on Twitch for our live streams, twitch.tv/Biafra where you can hit the follow and the bell on that as well. Until we see each other again, folks, peace out, and remember, I'll see you when I see you.